Yo, what's up, folks? This Impact, and I want to take this time to welcome you all back to the Hurt Business 101. Let's get right into this video, man. I'm just coming to y'all, talk to y'all about the aftermath for the Terence Crawford and Canelo fight. I'm out here tonight, you know what I mean? I know it's kind of dark. I'm in the car at my son's soccer practice. This is what fatherhood is all about, man. Making sure your kids got the opportunity to pursue whatever it is they want to pursue, and giving up your time to make sure that they have the opportunities, and you know what I mean, and you got to sacrifice for them. That's what it comes. This comes with the territory. Let's get into the video, man. I just want to say this about the sport of boxing. I have been sick of the sport of boxing for a long time, but it's moments like this with this Canelo Alvarez and Terence Crawford fight that makes me realize one thing: the sport of boxing is fucked up sometimes. And I'm going to tell you why I say that. Number one, the promotional companies and the fans. I made videos talking about this before. Some of these fans should be ashamed of themselves. It's like the old saying, if it don't apply, let it fly. But you guys get so in love with a fighter that you forget that the sport of boxing comes first. We supposed to be for what is best for the sport. Instead, we get caught up into that, making excuses for guys not to fight the best because, oh, he needs it more than him and he shouldn't give him the fight. And if you ain't willing to take the 10%, as if we counting this money like we gonna get to spend some of this money, you are actually getting a shittier product, and you're accepting a shittier product because the guy that you like, which baffles me why you don't want to see gladiators fighting each other. We want to see the best versus the best. Who gives a fuck about who's the biggest name and who should get the bigger cut and all that? What fan is because I know what it is. You guys aren't really the people that think like this. You're not really boxing fans. You're not even really fight fans. You just like to have you like kitchen bitches. You just like to have arguments about shit that don't really mean nothing in chats and stuff like that. You're not really a fan of fighting, because when you're really a fan of boxing, you want to see some real shit. You want to see the best fight against the best. You want to see real epic scraps. I don't care who wins these jaws. I'm gonna keep it real. When I make predictions, I make predictions based on what I see, based on what I feel. I may have a reason. I may pull for another guy. Like, I would love to see this guy win, but that will be because I know if this guy win, he's not going to hesitate to give me the fights that I want to see. If this guy win, he's going to hold the belt hostage and go somewhere and start talking about money and cash cows and shit like that. I ain't got time for that shit. The guys that's going to scrap, yeah, I want them to get it. You know what I'm saying? That's how I feel, and that's how we all should feel. But with Terence Crawford, I'm going to say this right now. What happened to Terence Crawford in his career is a crime. Somebody should be thrown in fucking prison for this shit. We've been robbed of the best years of Terence Crawford's life. When I see performances like this, which I knew he was fully capable of, I did a prediction video. I'm not going to beat on that dead horse. You can go back and watch it. But when I see performances like that, when I see performances like Errol Spence, it lays credence to everything that I already knew. These guys been ducking them. And some of these promoters and some of these managers and their teams, they smarter than you think. They know that they fighters will get their ass whipped. And they do a good job of brainwashing fanboys into regurgitating reasons why their fighters shouldn't face a guy. Oh, he do bad business. He don't know how to market himself, and he don't know how to promote himself, and he on that side of the street, and what has he done? Who has he fought? He should just take 10% or no fight, as if you gonna get us a fucking cent of that money. Them fighters, them teams you supporting, they don't give a damn if you got to eat Vienna sausage and potted meat and noodles for the rest of your fucking life, but you just worried about how much money they gonna make out of the fight. It makes no sense. It's weird shit to me. You should want the best to fight the best. Terrence Crawford is in a position right now where he just had his 38th birthday. He should be walking off into the sunset. And I hope he does walk off into the sunset. He's made some decent money throughout his years. But if he don't walk away, you know why that is? Because throughout his best years, it's been you on that side of the street. Who has he fought? Cancel. His own promoter blocked a fight with him and Manny Pacquiao that could have put him on a global stage and gave him the recognition he deserved and brought him the finances that he deserved for what he puts out there. Not because he's popular and he does raps and all this bullshit, because of the skills he displayed in the ring. He could have got put on the map. His own promoter admits that he blocked him from getting that. PBC and Al Heyman, all the champions were over there. Every time he tried to come after one of them, well, if he do this, then I might entertain fighting him. He does that, no entertainment. They don't want to fight him. They don't want to fight him. Man becomes undisputed at 140 pounds. Well, they say, well, he hasn't fought anybody at welterweight yet. He ain't been up in welterweight yet. He ain't worth it. He comes up to welterweight, fights Jeff Horn, the guy that just took Manny Pacquiao life and death. Whether you think Manny Pacquiao won or not, that's neither here nor there. He jumped right up and fought the champion. Not, let me get a couple tune-up fights, this, that, and third one. They said, all the PBC fighters, if he gets a belt, then come talk to me at welterweight. He haven't done nothing. Beat Jeff Horn, took the belt. Then it was, oh, Jeff Horn was the weak link at 147. He still ain't fought nobody. And then he gets in the ring. You know, he fights Amir Khan. Amir Khan got a glass jaw. Amir Khan ain't worth it. He fights Kell Brook, stop him. Oh, Kell Brook is shot. He ain't been the same since Triple G broke his eye socket and Errol Spence broke the other eye socket. Stop Sean Porter. Sean Porter never been stopped. Sean Porter had 1 foot in and 1 foot out. He ain't fought nobody. Get in the ring with Errol Spence. Errol Spence gonna massacre him, all of that stuff. He destroys Errol Spence, and then it was because of the car crashes or because of the retina surgery. Like we already didn't have that information before the fight happened, and people still was picking Errol Spence, saying he's too big, body snatcher, eye snatcher, all of these things, and we've been robbed of Terrence Crawford. Okay, Terrence Crawford moves up to 154 pounds. Oh, he took too much of a layoff having a victory parade. He gets up there, fights Israel Madrimov. Israel Madrimov only had 10 professional fights, but a world of amateur experience like a Lomachenko and all of them guys. We all know those guys. They come over here from Eastern Europe, the Eastern European type fighters, or the Cubans. They come with a lot of experience. They don't need a lot of pro fights. And Israel Madrimov was considered by many the best fighter at 154 with those 10 fights. But he usually came more aggressively, winging punches, coming after his opponents. Well, when you only got 10 professional fights, what does Crawford have to watch? Of course, they don't show the first 5. You got about 3, 4 fights, 5 fights max to watch to see what the guy does. You see him winging wild shots, attacking and stuff like that recklessly with his hands down. Only thing you do is go in, prepare. All right, I'm gonna be prepared to make him pay for his recklessness and his wild punching. The guy comes out and is reluctant to attack like he's been doing in the previous 4 or 5 fights that you only had tape on. He does some herky-jerky stuff. He doesn't attack. He just throws shots quickly to score them, not really sitting down on much, not trying to engage. So now you waiting to counter punch. He's waiting to counter punch. It's not a good matchup. You don't stop him. People say, oh, look, you had 154, you look like shit or you lost. But he beat Madrimov. Goes up to 168 pounds, takes on Canelo Alvarez. Whips Canelo's ass. Everything I said he would do in that fight, he did it to Canelo Alvarez. I challenge you to go back and watch the video that I did the breakdown in. He whooped his ass just like I said he would. Same things I said he would do, he did them. Beat him. You had to have an eye for this stuff. And now, yet again, Canelo got old overnight. Even after people saying that it's no way possible he beats Canelo. Anybody who says he's going to beat Canelo is stupid. They don't know boxing. They just think because he beat Errol Spence, he's going to just beat Canelo Alvarez. All of these things. And then what did they say right after the fight? Canelo lost the step. Canelo, is old. Terence Crawford just turned 38. Canelo Alvarez is 35. So the old man is taking advantage of the younger man than him that's old. I don't understand where they get this logic from. I really don't. You know what I'm saying? It happens far too much. And they say he lost a step as if we just didn't see him fight William Skull, and everybody was saying he can't cut off the ring still. He still got some of the same problems with movers and boxers and guys that's good at counter and making them pick up his feet. Now, William Skull did some good things in there with Canelo, but he did too much excessive winning. They're not giving you no fight like that. And you don't deserve a fight to win a fight like that if you don't want to really engage at all. You know what I'm saying? And yet and still, when people said that about Canelo after that fight, he looked like he lost a step. The fans and everybody said, no, I ain't losing, said it was just Skull. Then when Canelo gets in there with Crawford, loses tremendously, fans go and say because he got old when he's 3 years younger than Terence Crawford. We've been robbed of the greatness of Terence Crawford. And guess what? Terence Crawford's now 38. He could be ready to hang him up. But guess what? He probably won't hang him up. And it's sad. I would love for him to hang him up. And he did make some pretty good money. He made some really decent money. Shit, I'll never see anything near that money. You know what I'm saying? But he did make some good money. But you know why? If he doesn't walk away and he takes 2 more fights or something like that, you know why he did it? Because he'd been robbed of the glory for so long, all the great fights he could have had. The whole PBC lineup. I had to name all the names. Keith Thurman, Porter at that time, Danny Garcia. All the guys were over there, and they all ducked him for years. Excuse me. They all ducked him for years, robbed us of the greatness of Terence Crawford. If he would have been getting all of the fights that he deserved, and that we deserve to see more great performances like that. He would have walked off into the sunset. He would have walked off into the sunset after his fight. He got nothing left to prove. If he stick around, it's because he's trying to make another accomplishment to try to vindicate himself even further, because no matter what obstacles and what mountains he climbs, everyone always puts something else in front of him and never accepts it for what it is. The man is great. And this fight right here shows you that all of these guys that we talked about, they all ducked Terence Crawford. It don't matter how much of a fan you are of a guy, you got to acknowledge that. And Terence Crawford will most likely try to go to 160 and probably try to win a belt there. Why? Because he still feel like he left meat on the bone. But he really didn't leave any meat on the bone. It's that everyone kept the rations away from him. And that's truly, truly sad for the sport of boxing. And us as boxing fans have been robbed of some really, really epic performances. And I hope all of this shit that's going on in the sport of boxing stops soon. That's all I got for now, y'all. I want to thank y'all for tuning in to this edition of the Hurt Business 101. You know what they say, it's no business like show business. But I say it's no business like the Hurt Business. 101, done.